In today's video, we're going to figure out how vulnerable you really are to AI. I'm going to give you a couple of prompts that you're literally going to copy and paste into Perplexity AI and Claude AI, which are going to literally tell you how much of a threat AI is to your current career. It's going to write you a PDF report on the state of AI for your specific career based on your LinkedIn, your social media. It's a report prepared specifically for you. And then thirdly, we're going to take all of that data contextualized around you, and we're going to create an actionable plan which you can customize to any type of time frame that you want. It's truly amazing. You're not going to want to miss this. And I've created all the prompts that you can literally copy and paste and do this process within a few minutes.
Teaching the world what they need to know. This is your show, The Prompt Show.
Now, for this workflow, we're going to be using 3 different prompts and 2 different AI tools. Okay, and the prompts, as always, can be found inside the Prompt Show prompt library. Okay, so it's these 3 prompts here that we're going to be using. Now, you can get access to this prompt library by going to 5daysprint.beehive.com, entering your email and hitting Learn AI, and you'll get an email straight away with link to that Notion document and the prompts that you can copy and paste. You can also go on the link in the description below and get access to the prompt library from there as well. So there we have our 3 prompts, which in a moment I'm going to show you how we're going to use them. And the 2 tools that we're going to open up are Claude. So we're going to go to Claude.ai and we're going to have Claude open. And also we're going to use Perplexity AI. And so you can go to Perplexity.ai and we will have that open. And so the prompts are pre-written for us, and I'll explain to you which each of those prompts do as we go through the process. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up the LinkedIn and Socials AI Career Threat Detector. So open that up and you can see this prompt here. We're going to copy this prompt. We're going to open this up in Perplexity AI. So we go here and you're simply going to paste. You want to make sure that the search function is on so that Perplexity can run a live search using the links that we're going to put into this prompt. So if we go to the top of this prompt, you can see that the prompt basically is asking Perplexity to run a deep analysis on this specific person. So I'm going to use myself as an example. You can just enter your LinkedIn URL if that's all you have, but the more digital footprint you have, the better. If you have a website, put it in their X profile, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, whatever you have, it's worth adding in there because it can allow Perplexity to get a very rounded and wholesome perspective of your career or your sort of area of expertise. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to paste in my own LinkedIn URL. So that's here, LinkedIn Omar Choudhry. You go back to Perplexity and we're going to paste that in here. Now I don't have a website or portfolio I want to put in. So if there's something that you don't want to put in, just highlight and delete that from the prompt. And I have my YouTube channel I want to put in there. So we're going to take that. I'm going to throw my YouTube channel in there. And then I have my Instagram profile. So I'm going to take my Instagram profile and we're going to add that in there as well. So we have my Instagram profile and there you go. So now at the start of the prompt, you have your 3, well, however many you want, but for me, 3 different profiles that I think give Perplexity a good idea of my area of expertise or my knowledge or my background, especially with LinkedIn. And so this is very important because the prompt itself is designed to be able to analyze any profile. However, of course, we want to make sure this works specifically for us since this is a process to detect the AI threat level for our own career. And so now what we do is we tell Perplexity in this prompt to research this person across the provided platforms. And then we want it to summarize our role, what type of revenue streams we might have, maybe what type of, vulnerability there is in our specific career. And it'll give us an assessment, a score out of 10. And you'll see that in a moment. And then we'll do a actual market analysis where Perplexity will go out and actually figure out, look, what is the actual appetite in the market for the skill sets that we have and where might the skills be transferable to even bigger opportunities, and any kind of analysis of the skills gap. So, what skills do I have that are more valuable right now, and therefore protect me in this kind of AI, shift, and what skills are less valuable and therefore I need to maybe, think about changing them or tweaking them, or upskilling myself. So that'd be pretty cool. We look at the competitive landscape, and then some actual actionable recommendations that we can use here to improve our career prospects or the direction we want to go in. And then we tell it to use current data as well to make sure that everything's up to date. So we're going to go ahead and hit enter. And now it will go ahead and analyze my entire profile. So you can do this for your own profile, of course. We're just going to let that run for a minute. And Perplexity, by the way, is great. I use Perplexity Pro because it just searches many more sources. So if you see here, it's got about 20 sources already it's searching. I think in the Perplexity free version, it does maybe 5 sources or 10. But it's good to be able to just let it run. It's only about $20. And I think it's very, very much worth it. So it's got 40 sources at the moment. And so this means it's searching me on Google, it's going through my LinkedIn, it's going through everything to understand who I am. It says I have a content empire, which is very, very kind of it. Execution at machine speed. System like unique value proposition. What it determines is I can combine technical AI expertise with rapid content production systems, brand positioning as a hybrid AI strategist, content entrepreneur who delivers agency grade results with solo creator agility, which I think is a pretty good summary, if I may say so myself. It picks up on the different themes of my career and my content. And it looks at, what is the sort of risk? So my role vulnerability, it marks it as a 7 out of 10. So what does it say? It says that, what's at risk here? My routine content production. So like the thumbnail design, the video editing, SEO optimization are probably at risk because of AI. Things that are protected is my strategic AI implementation, consulting, and the hyperlocal Dubai curation, which is probably getting from the best Dubai business that I've got on there. And then it gives me an idea of some threats. And some of the timelines that I need to be considering for when, certain tools will disrupt my businesses. So you can see here that 2026 text to product photography tools will disrupt our core service. And that currently has happened. In fact, it's at my business feed source. We've seen a lot of disruption with AI. And so we've pivoted the business model already, but it's great that I can see that that's going to be happening a lot more in the future. And then there's a bit of a market analysis here. So it actually goes and gives us the sources of where it's actually getting this data. So the positive impact of AI on digital marketing. And it's told us based on this information that research has done that 42% of brands are now using AI generated visuals, but demand for authentic human AI hybrid grows, which is interesting because maybe that speaks to this opportunity it's finding for me in maybe doing more consulting work or maybe doing a bit more, AI human-centered work for other brands. So that's also interesting. And then it shows me a geographic edge. So Dubai's 2040 AI strategy creates premium opportunities for Arabic language AI solutions. So me being in Dubai is probably a big strategic advantage given the amount of investment and growth that's happening in this region. And so it also identifies a geographical edge that I have being here. And then we go into skills gap analysis. So it looks at where are the areas that the skills increasing. So maybe my AI workflow architecture design, things about, how to work with, tech startups and with the UAE government and their grant writing, multilingual AI prompt engineering. Maybe I can use some of my languages that's picked up from LinkedIn to do multilingual prompt engineering. And then looks at areas where maybe the value is decreasing. And so we go on and we have this entire sort of, process that it puts together, especially in terms of actionable recommendations. So it tells me what type of things I should maybe look at specific to my business. So maybe a Dubai assistant using ChatGPT API. So, that's an idea that I've already thought about. So it's interesting. It tells me that's something I should do. It understands my skill sets and therefore can tell me which type of new skills to develop. So it's telling me to look at Runway ML for AI generated B-roll to maybe triple my video output. And then gives a little source there of, the top AI tools for content creators, which is a Forbes article. So it's pretty cool. So it's been able to understand this entire article and then give me a valuable output based on that. And then the learning priorities. So what type of things I should look at. And so now we have this information, which is brilliant. We actually want to do something useful with this. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and copy this output just like that. I'm just going to copy it. And we're going to go into Claude. And you're going to paste this here into Claude and I'll attach it as an additional kind of text piece here. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to go back into my Notion document and I'm going to open up the second prompt here, which is the AI career threat analysis PDF generator. Now we're going to copy this prompt. We're going to go into Claude and you're going to paste this prompt. Okay. And it says here to paste your perplexity analysis. What I'm going to say is that it's attached already. So I'm just going to say here, perplexity data attached. And this is basically telling Claude, I'm going to run that, to create a PDF document with that data. So I kind of have a visual document that can actually give me this entire analysis in a readable format, something that I can print out, I can, have it with me every day. I can save it to my computer. This actually, actionable document that I can look at. And it's particularly good, by the way, if you want to do this for other people. You might want to do this for people in your own workplace. If you're hiring people that are worried about their job and what the threat of AI to their job, you can help them go through this process and give them this document that we're going to generate now to help them get an understanding of where they can take their career and where they need to make, slight improvements or adjustments. So, I think this is very, very valuable. So we're going to let that run right now. And once it's finished creating the document, we'll be able to have a final PDF that we can take a look at. Okay, so now we have a document that's generated for us, which is brilliant and very beautifully designed. I'm actually going to go ahead and hit this little icon here and download as HTML. And then I'm going to open this in a new tab. So you can see here that this is the document that it generated for me. So it says AI Career Threat Assessment Strategic Analysis for Omar Choudhry, May 2025. And so it's very beautifully designed because in the prompt itself that we put in Claude, we told it to design it beautifully and use colors to highlight key information. So I've already done all that work for you so you can get something like this as an output. So it shows me a executive summary. It then understands my business portfolio. It understands my AI threat assessment and the critical timeline. It highlights the immediate threats and what things I need to be looking at to improve my standing in this AI world. And then it shows me my AI resistance skills and what kind of skills I need to develop. What type of things are increasing value right now, where value might be decreasing, and what type of skills are missing. What are the critical skills that I need to be improving on? And then we get a market analysis and opportunity. So this is basically taking all the information that I just showed you we had inside this Perplexity output, which is obviously boring bullet points, and turns it into a very visual, very strategic action plan and document that we can then go ahead and use. And so if you want to now save this, you can hit generate PDF there and then save the PDF to your computer and print it out and do with it whatever you wish. But I'm going to help you take this to a next level. Now, the next level we're going to take it to is this third prompt that we've got here. And the third prompt is the action plan generator. Okay. And so we're going to copy this now and we're going to go into that same Claude chat that we have over here. We're just going to close this PDF document. So that's the first document. It's just basically a current standing of where you are at with your career, which I think is a brilliant document to have to understand the threat level and how adaptable you are to the current AI landscape. We're going to paste this next prompt here, which says, please convert this AI career threat analysis into a comprehensive, actionable career preparation plan with a beautiful PDF ready document. So what we want now is we want a plan that's customized to the duration that we think is right for us. So how long do I have to be able to prepare for this next phase of my career? This can be customized based on whatever you're going through. So if you have a 2-week, time frame right now on vacation where you want to focus on this and think about this, you could throw in 2 weeks. If you have 1 day, put in 1 day. If you have 3 months and so forth. If you have a year, put in a year. And accordingly, you get a plan that can help you get closer to where this research tells you to go. So I'm going to put a plan in for 3 months, just like that. And then it says perplexity analysis. I'm going to say that perplexity analysis, I'm just going to customize and say analysis provided above. Because I already had it in the same chat right above at the start of this chat. Okay. And then it goes ahead and again just tells it to create the document. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just go into this little icon here. I'm going to make sure that web search is switched on because we want Claude to also do some live research for us as well and give us useful links and resources to actually be able to do something with this information. So if you saw here, we had a strategic action plan from the first document, but it's not that thorough. It's just kind of giving me some pointers to think about, but I actually want things that I can do. Like, what can I really, really do right now? I need something tangible. And that's what you guys are going to be looking for. And so this prompt is going to give you that. So we're going to wait for it to create another PDF document for us now, which will give us a thorough report and action plan on exactly what to do step by step within a 3-month period. Okay, so there we go. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Look what it created. It created a whole document with everything that we need. Oh my God, look at this. Okay, hold on a second. So I'm going to hit this again, download the HTML. I'm going to open this in a new tab. Okay, so here we go. Look at this. It's created an entire plan based on the timeline that I asked for, with a beautifully designed timeline, beautifully designed timeline of where we're at right now. So what's going to happen over the next month, month 2, month 3. So the foundation, acceleration, and transformation of my career based on AI. It says 90 days transform. It says my recommended investment is probably 2.5K, probably based on like courses and things I need to do. Or maybe he's looking at my business. 15 key milestones, 50% revenue shift target. Foundation building. So first of all, so it actually gives me checkboxes here. So this is pretty cool. You can actually use this as a document. And again, you can just hit save here and just save this as a document yourself to your computer. So it tells me that the first week is going to be me doing AI skill assessment and quick wins. And it gives me some actual tools here, as much steps here to take. Week 3 to 4 is going to be strategic positioning. So state of UAE AI industry report on LinkedIn, convert your top 5 YouTube tutorials into school micro courses. How amazing is that? Master Mid-Journey V6 for culture relevant. Insane, man. Phase 1 essential resources. Look, it gives resources as well that you can use. So IBM Applied AI Professional Certificate, which I don't need to take, to be honest, right now. But Runway Pro subscription, it tells me $95 a month, critical for content scaling, and it gives me the actual link to the site that I need to go on and how I need to be thinking about this. So that's really cool. And then we get an OpenAI, talking about OpenAI, talking about school. So it's looking at other type of resources that I might need. And then market acceleration, so scale AI augmented services. So it gives me the month 2 plan with resources for that, and then a month 3 plan as well. So this is incredible. So having like actual, step-by-step process here with links to resources based on research that's been able to conduct, all from taking our social profiles. And you can take this further. You can even go back into Claude, and go into deep and say, okay, well, break down month 1 for me even more, or give me more resources and links that I can use in month 2, and you can go ahead and kind of use this as a document that can forever be improving as well. And you can iterate on it as you go. But I think this is incredible. It's so amazing that you can do this just by taking one AI tool like Perplexity, having it run research, and then using another tool like Claude to actually create a PDF like this. So this is brilliant. I hope you guys enjoy doing this. This process should hopefully put you at ease and be able to prepare you for this AI shift and what it means for your career. Until next time, see you later.
Teaching the world what they need to know. This is your show, The Prompt Show.